It's done. The reconciliation bill passed yesterday. It has in there a $1,400 stimulus check, $2,800 married couple, $3,200 adult dependent. But what else is in the reconciliation? It's anchored by a stimulus package that's right behind it, $1.9 trillion. In this video, I go over what is in third stimulus and why it takes an additional 2 weeks. It's actually an issue of constitutional law. It's not something that they're dragging their feet on. It's not something that they're going slow. They actually can't go any faster. This is the process that they chose. There was no other way to get this faster out the door. But the big great news, if you watched the recording right before this, is that this is not the only stimulus package you're going to get. It's just the first of many to come. This is a big, exciting, great news recording on Third Stimulus Check and Third Stimulus Package. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Afternoons LA, and in this video, I go over what is in the Third Stimulus Check and Third Stimulus Package, despite the confusion that may have erupted over the last few days and certainly the week. Before that, I make it simple and clear for you, so make sure you subscribe. From Wall Street to Main Street, from my home to your home, this is LA, the most comprehensive financial news channel there is, delivering you around-the-clock 24 hours reporting, the most comprehensive and the most interactive. Right after this video, I'm back live with What the Chuck. So join me for that video, and I'll be live with you answering your questions as well. And if you've not subscribed, please do. Also, like this video. It helps in the algorithm's rankings. And hit that alert button so you get alert when I'm next live with that next video. Meantime, if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. The link is at the top of this chat and also in the pinned comment and description. In this video, I'm going to go back over what will be in the $1.9 trillion stimulus package, and I'm going to make it very simple for you and very clear for you, and I'll give you timelines as what to expect. So with that, without any delay, let's get right to the breaking news. The breaking news is that it's law. The reconciliation became law yesterday. Now, it's not the actual bill that gives you a check. It's tied to another bill that gives you a check. That other bill won't have any problems whatsoever getting to the finish line. The question is just what day. And viewers are saying, why can't they do this tomorrow? Why can't they do this Monday? Why can't they do this Tuesday? They're just dragging their feet. They don't care. Let's put that aside. Absolutely categorically untrue. The Constitution requires when you do a reconciliation to then put it to a parliamentarian of the Senate to look and see what's in the tow hitch. And that parliamentarian, under the Byrd rule, must determine what is eligible for reconciliation vote and what is not eligible. So they're not dragging their feet and they're not delaying, and it's not that they don't care. They're actually just following the rules. It takes a certain number of days to get it done. There actually is no other way to do it faster. The only other way to do it faster is get Mitt Romney and Ron Portman to agree to give you a $14 stimulus check, which they weren't going to do, and that would never have happened. There was an initial delay by the Biden camp of about a week in negotiating with the Republicans, but after they didn't come to grips with anything that Joe Biden wanted to do, he had to do it this process. And the way it is now, with the reconciliation approved, there is no faster way to get a check out under the laws of the Congress. It's not anything other than that. So what does that mean next? First, the items and the routing times. Let's go to the routing times. Nancy Pelosi indicates that the third stimulus package, which is on the tow hitch, will be called for a vote within the next 2 weeks, if not sooner. That's on item number one. Item number two, everything that's in the tow hitch will get passed by the parliamentarian, with the exception of the minimum wage, which I really haven't talked too much on this channel. That's really not a stimulus item that I've discussed on this channel. Everything else is going to get passed. Number three, there is no modification of the items in that tow hitch as of now, and there's no indication of any modification of the items whatsoever. So let's be very clear. Let's go item by item so you understand what I'm referring to. First, stimulus check, it's going to be $1,400. It's not going to be any other amount. $1,400 individual, $2,800 married couple, $1,400 a child, $3,200 adult dependents. If you are on benefits, you get a stimulus check just like everyone else. Why are adult dependents getting $3,200, not $1,400? Because they're getting the first check, which they never got from the first stimulus package. They're getting the second check from the second stimulus package they never got. And they're getting this check of $1,400. It adds up to $3,200. $1,200, $600, $1,400, $3,200. That's the first thing. Second, the income levels of the qualification for the stimulus check unchanged for any viewers of this channel. It is potentially going to get changed for very rich people, which I don't cover on this channel, on the high end of six-figure incomes annually. They're phasing out on the check, not of the full check amount. I never even cover on this channel. That might happen, but everyone else that got a first and second stimulus check from this channel or were eligible to get a first and stimulus check, you're getting one as well. Not changing. Third, it's going to take until March. Untrue. Nancy Pelosi's made it clear that's going to happen in the next 2 weeks. Fourth, if you watched the video before this, and if you didn't, please go watch it. Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden yesterday both confirmed the following. This is one of several stimulus packages they are doing for you. So give it time. The reason this one went first is for obvious reasons. This is the fastest way to get the stimulus check out. The stimulus checks had to go out. FPUC had to go out. UI and PUA. The other items of stimulus are coming on the highway along with this one. They are coming right after this one. So because you don't hear your particular item in the stimulus package, don't say it's not happening, they don't care about us, they don't want to help us. No, it's just simply not in this. For example, standalone bills are being done for the executive orders, or standalone bills or executive orders are being done for student loan debt forgiveness, $50,000, the teachers of schools, benefits, the retiree benefits, the highways, and also the baby bond. And then now we also have the $15 an hour minimum wage. There's a lot of stimulus bills you're going to see on this channel, not one. So there we are. What else is in the third stimulus package then besides the check? Well, there's about 26 items on the third stimulus package. And of those 26 items, almost every viewer of this channel qualifies for about 5 of them at least. So let's go over them in a second. But first I want to refer to Nancy Pelosi's comments about the reconciliation before it passed. And I also want to identify really why this is so exciting and such great news. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be in there. This is the link that Nancy Pelosi provided us that's also available to members and the first few items. First, there's a surprise that we were absolutely shocked to see in there, that there's going to be money for mortgage payments. Relief, this is included in the stimulus package. Relief funds for millions of Americans struggling to make rent and mortgage payments, as well as those experiencing homelessness. So there's going to be rent for middle class, low income, homeless people, and also mortgage payments. Then came the next surprise from Nancy Pelosi. Money for grants, which I had never even heard of from the Biden camp. Additional relief for nation's smallest businesses or hard-hit industries through increased funding for the EIDL Advanced Grant. That's the new one. Second, a creation of a new dedicated grant relief program for restaurants. That's a new one. Third, an expansion of PPP for digital media services never covered before. That's a new one, number 4. And more money for Save Our Stages. Then a new grant for movie theaters and cultural institutions, and a new navigator for critical resources in underserved communities. 6 new grants in just one paragraph. Yeah, that's a lot. And I'm not done. I'm going to another paragraph in that link that you have. This is the 7th new grant. Funding for the Economic Development Administration for grants to help low-income minority communities who have been hardest hit by the COVID. This is called the Environmental and Justice Grants. 7, 8 new grants just announced in Nancy's reconciliation papers. People always ask me, how come I don't hear? How come I don't see? You're the only one. Let me make it very clear. This is very complex stuff. This is not very basic stuff. It also is not front page news on broadcast news. So if you tune into broadcast news, sometimes they don't even understand what happened yesterday. They say that the stimulus package passed, the $1.9 trillion stimulus package. It didn't pass. The reconciliation that anchors the 1.9 pass. Second, they don't know what's in the $1.9 trillion stimulus package because they don't have the documents that I have amassed over the last few weeks from Biden and Pelosi, which details these things. They simply just wait to hear an interview where Biden says, here, X, Y, Z, and then they write it down. They say, that's all that's in there. No. Let me go to the next document you have. This is the first document, the January 23rd PDF that members of this channel have. There is 24 items in there, in addition to Nancy's items, which I just went over, which was 7 grants and 3 rental assistances. So that was 10 items right there. So now we're at 33 items. Are you going to see 33 items in broadcast news? Of course not. That's why you stay here. Let me go over what is in the third stimulus package besides the items which I just discussed. First, there is FPUC to September 2021, retro to January of this year, UI to September 2021, and PUA to September 2021. How does that work? More about that in a second. Then, for all viewers of this channel, you're going to qualify for the stimulus check. Then you're going to qualify for rent, which is going to cover everyone from low-income rent to middle-class rent, utility age, which is low-income to middle-class, free internet, and childcare. That's at least 5 items that you will qualify if you're a viewer of this channel, because these are just broad stroke items. If you notice a similarity about the 5 items, 4 of them, with the exception of the stimulus check, number 1, you have to apply for them. This is why you have to be a Purple Hawk. You have to be ready to pounce and get this money. 5 items, stimulus check automatic, but 4 items not automatic. You have to apply for it. How do you apply for it? How much is it? Where do you get it? Where's the application? Not law yet, but that's why you have to stay with me, because in a very short period of time, we're going to see it go from knowing what it is, which is what we're doing right now, learning that you're eligible for it, which is right now, learning how you get it, which is right now, to then seeing how you apply for it, which is the day after it becomes law. You see how you have to be completely educated about the items beforehand. Why? As soon as it becomes law, everyone's ready to pounce. If it's an application process, which 4 of them were, everyone's going to pounce like you are, and the money's gone in seconds. The money is gone in seconds. These aren't funds that are sitting around for 15 years ready to fund people that sort of just walk in and apply in 3 months from now. They are literally there and gone a few minutes thereafter. Metaphorically, I want you to be ready to pounce. Next, paid sick leave, up to $1,400 a week if you had to stay home because of the pandemic. 4 situations: your child is sick, a family member is sick with COVID, you're sick with COVID, you're healthy but have to quarantine, or your child's school is closed and you have to stay home and take care of your kid. This is for anyone who's working, has to stay at home, and it's up to $1,400 a week based upon a $73,000 annual salary. Next, student aid supplement. That's $1,700 for a college student, and it's student aid. Hazard pay, private sector, hazard pay, public sector is in there. And it also has a hazard pay tax credit. We have 3 tax credits, which you already know. I'll repeat it again. You already know they're currently law. Well, why are they in there? Because Joe's just modifying them. They're currently law. So don't be so surprised that they are there on the books right now. You can go to irs.gov and read about them right now. So let's go back to FPC from the start of this video. How's FPC going to work? It's January retro and then forward. It basically goes on top of the period in which you're getting second stimulus FPUC. So you got $300 a week for the first week of January, for example. They're going to come back and give you an additional $100 to bring you to $400. Some viewers send me comments saying, am I getting $700 a week? No, it's not 300 plus 400. It's additional $100 to bring you to a total of $400. Then going forward, it's $400 a week to September. That's 40 weeks. At 40 weeks at $13 at $400 an hour, 40 weeks at $400 a week. is about $16,000. So it's a lot of money. And it goes on top of your UI and PUA, which if you do escalate benefits as detailed in this channel and you qualify, could be about $300 a week for your UI or PUA. So you could be seeing UI and PUA of about $300 a week, your FPUC at $400 a week, that's $700 a week, 40 weeks, $25,000, $30,000. It's a lot of money. No one wants to be unemployed for 40 weeks. Trust me, you don't want to be it. But if you are, this is the relief ready to prepare you. Coming up right after this video is What the Chuck. In that video, I'll go over more about what you should see next week. I'll be answering some incredible questions. But what I want to answer going out finally on this video is that you have heard in the last week Republican counterproposals. None of those became law. So I want you to understand that if you have heard something that was a counterproposal, detach that from your memory bank. Throw it out. Put it in the garbage. Income limit change? No. How about I heard it was going to be $1,000 check? Throw it out. Not happening. How about I heard? No. Throw it out. Not happening. It's done. This is where you are right now, and this is what's happening. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Like this video. And if you're not become a member, become a member. Purple Power, Calcino VIP, or Purple Hawk. Click the link at the top of the video or in the description. Stay informed, stay focused, and I'll see you next in just 2 minutes with What the Chuck.